I apologize, I sound a little bit hoarse. My entire family was sick kind of over the last week, and I think I'm kind of starting to catch it. Sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse today. I'm not feeling the greatest. So, well, I'm gonna go home and probably take a nap because I am not feeling the greatest. So, all right, guys, what is going on? We are in day 5, my final day of quarantine. Yeah, sorry guys, I haven't been doing out and about videos. I started not feeling well earlier this week, and it turns out that I got the virus. I got the crap after dodging it for however many years it's been out. It finally caught up. It wasn't just me too. I got it. My parents got it. My sister-in-law got it. Somebody who was over at our house on Christmas Eve got it. So it kind of took out the entire family. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm feeling better now, definitely. I'd say I'm probably about 80, 85, maybe even 90% better. I still got a few mild symptoms. I got a little bit of a headache. I still a little congested, feel a little bit out of it, a little bit, but definitely doing a lot better now than I was doing 5 days ago. Yeah, since I've been in quarantine, though, I did have a chance to watch a bunch of movies. So I apologize, guys. I probably still am a little bit hoarse and not feeling, well, I mean, I'm feeling okay, but I probably don't sound the greatest. But yeah, I was able to watch some movies because there's nothing else you can really do. You can't really go anywhere. So I kind of was just lounging around the house, starting to get a little bit of cabin fever, I'll be honest with you. I'm planning on going back to work tomorrow, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I didn't think I would ever actually say that, but it's going to be kind of nice to get out of the house. But yeah, during this little time of quarantine, I was able to actually watch quite a few movies that I kind of wanted to watch. And I have watched a few on streaming. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and then I got watched like 3 on streaming. So 9 movies in like basically probably about 4 days. I didn't really watch much the first day. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of cool. I'll just go through, at least turn this video somewhat into a physical media video. So yeah, let's talk about the few movies that I did watch while I was kind of stuck in quarantine here. The first movie I watched was, I believe it was called Strange World. It's on Disney Plus. It was a fun little film, little new Disney animated film. It was kind of cool seeing this kind of, I don't know, extra, not really extraterrestrial, but just kind of bizarre, strange world that they're in. Pretty creative movie. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was definitely worth a watch. It's on Disney Plus. The next movie I watched was a movie that came out, I believe, in the beginning of 2022. I think it was on Netflix. I think it was called Adam's Project, or The Adam Project, with Ryan Reynolds. It was kind of a cool little sci-fi time travel movie. It was kind of fun. You get Ryan Reynolds kind of playing Ryan Reynolds. It's kind of the same old smart ass that he always plays. A few problems I had with the movie. The balance seemed a little off at times. It wasn't a film that I'm going to rush out and watch again by any means. But, I mean, if you're sitting at home and, nothing else really to do, check out The Adam Project. I mean, it's worth a watch. It just probably doesn't, in my opinion, have a whole lot of rewatch value. But, yeah, I don't know. It was okay. I mean, you do get Ryan Reynolds. He's always kind of fun to watch. And then the last film we did on streaming, I actually watched last night, and this movie was actually pretty fantastic, and that is the new Knives Out movie, Glass Onion, streaming on Netflix. That movie was fantastic. I thought it was really good. I liked it more than even the original. Although actually, before I make that comparison, I should probably rewatch the original because I haven't really seen it since it first came out. But this movie was definitely very, very enjoyable. It follows on the same guidelines as the first one, where, not everything is not really what it seems all the time. And the only character that's from the original Knives Out is the detective, played by Daniel Craig. And so, yeah, I don't know. I thought they did a really, really good job of making a sequel to that. And I actually looked up last night. It turns out that they are making a third one as well. So I definitely look forward to that. But yeah, if you get a chance, check out Glass Onion. It is 100% worth your time. And it has a lot of rewatch value, which is one of the things that I really liked about Knives Out, was the fact that pretty early on what is going on. The characters don't, but you do. And it still didn't ruin the movie. And that also gives it a lot of rewatch value. And this movie does the same thing. I could easily rewatch this movie again and enjoy it. Probably not quite as much, but probably pretty close to as much. But yeah, it was very, very good. Definitely check it out if you have the time. All right, now we're going to delve into the physical media, guys. And I watched just kind of a weird variety of movies. Every one of these movies don't really have a whole lot in common, except for these first three. But otherwise, I kind of watched bunch of weird movies from all over the place. But I wanted to catch up on my Spider-Man movies. There were 3 Spider-Man movies I have not seen yet. And the first ones was The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really enjoyed these. I thought they were really good. I like Andrew Garfield. I think he's a good actor. I think he plays a good Spider-Man. And I did not realize before I started it that Emma Stone was in these movies. So to me, that was just an added bonus. But yeah, I mean, they're not the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen, but they definitely have rewatch value. And I definitely enjoyed them. And I had a good time with it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Next up, though, is another Spider-Man movie. This movie, I think, is probably my favorite Spider-Man movie so far. And that is Spider-Man No Way Home. This movie was awesome. This movie was so good. It had everything that you look for in an action movie. It had comedy, romance, action. There were scenes that were super sad and heartwarming and touching, and just, this movie has a little bit of everything. I mean, as far as Marvel goes, I only think that there's a handful of Marvel movies that are really, really good, and the rest of them are just kind of whatever. This movie definitely falls into that category of one of those movies that are just really standout movies as far as superhero action, big blockbuster movies go. If you've never seen this, do yourself a favor and see it, because this movie is excellent. I really resonated with me. I enjoyed every second of this. Next up, we're going to delve into a little bit of horror, more like a horror documentary, and that is Pennywise, the Story of It. This documentary is fantastic. It basically just delves completely into the whole making of the original 1990s miniseries. I think it was a 2 or 3 part miniseries in the 1990s, which is the It that I know and I grew up with. And if you're a horror fan, a fan of that movie, just a fan of It in general, or Stephen King, this documentary is 100% for you. This was outstanding. And you get this really cool slipcover with that great artwork on there. And you get reversible artwork on the inside, which also has really cool artwork. But yeah, this documentary is outstanding. definitely gonna make any horror fan or even just documentary fan pretty happy. Definitely check this one out. Next up, we're doing a movie that I actually just picked up recently. I hadn't seen this movie in a lot of years. It's a comedy from the 1980s, and that is John Cusack in Better Off Dead. This movie's fun. I enjoy it. When I was watching it, there were lots of parts that I'd forgotten about, and looking back on it, there's a lot of parts in this that are not really would be considered politically correct by today's standards. But, and I don't think you can get away with doing a lot of the jokes and stuff that they did in this movie. But nonetheless, it is still a fun mid-1980s kind of romance, comedy type, high school, coming of age sort of type movie. Yeah, if you get a chance, you've never seen it, check it out. John Cusack is really good in it, and it's really enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. All right, guys, and the last movie I actually watched this movie earlier today. This movie's been out for a while. People have been telling me for at least 2 years to try this movie out. I never did. I've had it sitting on my shelf forever, and I was finally like, you know what? I need to watch it. That is Jojo Rabbit. This movie was great. I really, really enjoyed it. Has a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of action, drama, comedy. It's really, really good. It does get a little intense. It starts off pretty funny, and when you get towards the end, it gets pretty downright serious and sad, and there's some hard scenes in here. The movie's kind of all over the place. It's very unique. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I haven't seen a movie quite like it. And the closest director I could think of is it did definitely have a few elements of like Wes Anderson type movies. But other than that, though, I mean, it was a pretty clever, original, cool little flick. Definitely check it out. It's not going to be a film for everybody, but I think most people will probably enjoy this one. I know I did. And that's it, guys. That's all I watched during this little quarantine. I did a few other things. I worked on some videos and did a lot of sleeping, and I hung out with family the last couple of days that they were here. I got sick, and then they were here for like another day and a half. And so, yeah, I didn't really get a chance to watch tons of movies, but I did watch like 9 or 10 movies. And then we did rewatch a couple of like Christmas movies. Like we did rewatch Christmas Vacation. So I did actually watch that one during the quarantine again. And maybe like one other Christmas movie. But yeah, so I didn't really get a chance to watch a ton, but there were some on that list that I really been meaning to get through for a while, and I finally was able to. So yeah, guys, I will hopefully be out again doing content soon, like at least doing some out and about type videos. I just want to get through this 5 days of quarantine so I'm not contagious anymore. I did still test positive yesterday, but hopefully it won't be positive for much longer, and I can get back to making videos and doing out and about videos. But, you know, when I was contagious there, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to take the risk of getting anybody sick. So figured it was probably best just to sit around the house for 5 days and watch movies, work on videos, and just kind of do nothing. So, but yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'm back to 100% or pretty close by the time we reach that next video. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. Hey, by the way, Happy New Year, guys. It is now officially 2023. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. You guys are awesome. Bye.